Do I like sit here? Like, how do people do this? Like, do I sit here? Like this? Like, do I sit on the, like, I don't understand. Like this? Or like, I don't, like this, you know? Like, I don't quite know how I'm supposed to sit. Maybe if I sit like, maybe if I do like the back seat. Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. This is nice. This is nice. All right, this is nice. I'm not even mad about this. I'm not even mad about this at all. Okay. All right, there we go. We got it. So this is my Yamaha R6, right? So I made this one in like conjunction with my Instagram so that I can like post longer videos, because a lot of people have been asking me, why do I keep this bike if so much has happened to it? And it's not even like a lot has happened to it. Nothing's really happened to this thing other than like me going through fairings. And that's because either A, it's my fault for missing a bolt or something, which I'm already missing one now, or B, like, I went down one time on this bike and I'm like real superstitious, so I don't believe in going down and keeping the same fairings. So I bought a new set. I just like changing up the look of the bike. I mean, quick little fairings change and you got yourself a brand new looking bike. I mean, this bike looks like it's from like 2016, 2019. Like, people see this bike and they think it's a brand new bike. Like, that's what I want. I don't want to have an old bike and it looks like an old bike, you know? Like, I've done a lot of work to this thing. I've done everything you can do to it pretty much up until this point, other than like all cosmetic stuff, which I guess that's what I'll do now. But I mean, like, this is very, in my opinion, tasteful, you know? Like, it's a very tasteful bike. It's not like super extra. It doesn't have like 600,000 things going on with it. It's not like super flashy. Like, it's just a simple bike. Like, I want to do like small things. Like, they have a digital like tack and everything, and if I say like one more time, I'm gonna just off myself like 100%. But they have like a digital tack, and that's something that I want, and maybe a better mount, because I mean, my mount's kind of busted. It's got electrical tape. It's got electrical tape to hold it so that my phone doesn't fly off. And it's solid. It's a solid bike. I mean, it's pretty, it runs great. It has no problems at all, other than the fact that the body gets so hot. Like, I've never been on a hotter bike before. Granted, they say that's just Yamahas. I have never been on such a hot bike. I don't know. Like, it's just like, there I go with the likes again. But it's just, it's a hot bike. It is hot. If I'm going through town or something like that, it's just unbearable. Most of the time I will be up here or pushed all the way back on the seat just to get away from it. I got so much heat wrap inside of the fairings and like under the seat and everything. Does nothing. Does absolutely nothing. It is still a hot bike. Other than that, I have no complaints for this thing. I've owned so many bikes and this is my favorite. I've been asked, why don't you get a liter bike? Why don't you just sell it and then get something new, something more reliable? This bike has never left me stranded. Even when the tire blew up, it still got me home. It's just so many things that this bike has done for me that makes me never want to get rid of it. Like, I will get rid of it for a Ducati, but I feel like anybody would get rid of their bike for a Ducati. But even then, I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to buy a Ducati, you know? I don't believe in just getting rid of bikes. I don't believe in just offing it. This is my bike. I love this bike. I've owned upwards of like 20, 30 bikes. And this is like the one. This is the one I'm keeping. And it's hard to say I've always wanted one. I haven't always wanted one, but I've never owned one. This is my first Yamaha and my first R6, and I am in love. I see what all the hype is about. I see what all of the hype is about. 100% all the hype is very much worth it. I mean, it's a 2009. It's one of the most attractive 600s I've ever seen. I've never seen a 600 this attractive. And now bikes are going to all the same look, so it's got its own unique look. I mean, it just looks like a pissed off like wasp. How can you not love that? I just don't get it. You have to love this. I mean, even people that don't ride and people that don't like motorcycles love the look of this bike. It's just so aggressive, and it's got such nice curves and body lines that you have no choice but to just fall in love with this thing. And that's what I did, and I'm never getting rid of it. I'm never getting rid of it. Even if something happens to it, I'm gonna fix it before I sell it. It speaks for itself. You know, it just speaks for itself. It's a, what is it, 2024? So it's a 14-year-old bike. And you would never guess it's a 14-year-old bike. I love it. I love it. I love it.